friends, we're back with another video. My God, they're just pumping out these videos like candy today, man, on YouTube. It's insane. So JoeFazer, we're gonna do a video on JoeFazer, our favorite fitness slave influencer, the gym lifting and recruiting lifting slave himself, JoeFazer. Look at him, man. He's got nice stretch marks there. Look at the stretch marks under his chest there. He's got stretch marks. Wow. He grew really fast. I wonder how he was able to grow so fast. All right, let's hear what he has to say about growing. So JoeFazer says, my current workout program to get huge. Wow, he's really trying to sell now on the internet, eh? I guess he got a new girlfriend. He needs money.
Oh my God, right, go on. You ready? Yeah.
Oh yeah. Look at that slave diet.
That was a video of me.
That was a video of him eating a slave diet. Did you see that slave diet? Look how skinny this kid is. Man, he's skinnier than an ectomorph. I don't even know what they would call this, anemic?
16 years old, where I was following a crap workout program. Fast forward to now, and I've learned a thing or two. Now,
no, your problem was you were eating a slave diet. Your family fed you a slave diet. You're lucky you even got as tall as you did.
On a much better program. You see, the problem that my younger self had, and it's even worse nowadays, is there's literally millions of different workout programs available.
No, but workout programs have nothing to do with that. It's a slave diet you were eating, bro. You were insulin resistant. You were protein resistant.
At your fingertips, and it can be confusing on which to follow. So in this video, I want to share my workout program. I created this program several months ago, and it's what I've been using ever since.
He wasn't even eating protein. I don't even know what he's eating now. He's probably still eating a slave diet, because I just saw his last video where he was eating food. He's eating all kinds of weird food in like some foreign country.
It's a bodybuilding split, so its design is to just pack on as much muscle as physically possible. That being...
Let me get this straight. It's a bodybuilding split made to pack on muscle. Weights don't pack on muscles, bro. They don't pack on muscles, man.
Said it's not for the faint-hearted. This is a very tough split, but I have noticed insane results on it. So let's get into it.
A tough split. Here we go with the splits.
Okay, so this is the program. It's a push-pull legs.
So for the longest time he couldn't make it, and all of a sudden he made it. So he faked it to make it because he wants to sell you a split program.
Workout split consisting of 6 different days. So we have push A, then pull A, then legs A, then a rest, then push B, pull B, legs B, and then another rest, and then the cycle restarts. Rest days.
Why do people think that lifting weights build muscles? I have no clue. Look, he's eating like some fake food. Does this look like animal protein to you?
Proper nutrition are crucial with this program.
Garbage. He's eating garbage. How could garbage build your muscles? They could build fake muscles. The carbohydrate drug-induced diet can build fake muscles called sarcoplasmic hypertrophy. Maybe none of you people out there know what that is.
As you're about to see, it's very high volume and very intense. So let's start off with day 1, which is push A.
He's an adapted lifter, man. I know what he's getting. He's an adapted lifter and he's not eating enough protein, that's for sure. Look, number 1, this is one of the most important things from NCBI. Skeletal muscle is continuously breaking down, synthesizing protein. That we know. If muscle is going to maintain its mass, this is how you maintain mass. It's not by lifting weights, okay? By breaking down proteins. Breaking down proteins doesn't maintain mass on the myofibrillar. The net level of protein balance must equal 0. Now, if muscle is going to gain mass, protein synthesis must exceed protein breakdown. Does it say anywhere in there that lifting weights are going to increase the muscle mass on the myofibrillar? Does it say reps or schemes or any of these bodybuilding schemes? Hell no. Get it, dude? Now, here's something else you may want to read. So, I don't think that one's interesting. Let's see an interesting one here. What determines the protein synthesis? The importance of the other respective genes, last... Okay, whatever. No, not that one. I gotta look for a good one here. Hold on. Um, that I already know. There is a time limit. You need to know the time limit. Hold on a second. I don't even know if it's here, man. I don't know if I can find it. I don't remember where it was. Okay, here it is. What stimulates protein synthesis? Mediate post-exercise consumption of protein stimulates protein synthesis. So what stimulates protein synthesis? Post-exercise consumption of protein stimulates what? Protein synthesis. That's what stimulates protein synthesis after exercise. Protein does. Waiting as little as 2 hours after exercise blunts the response. So if you walk around and wait 2 hours, right, that will blunt the response. Ramesson ETL found elevated protein synthesis in those consuming 6 grams of essential amino acids post-exercise in comparison to a control group. Get it? They did a study on it. They already know what causes that. So even if you eat a small meal, even in that 2 hour period, it may not be enough to stimulate protein synthesis because protein synthesis needs to exceed that breakdown, remember? It needs to exceed that breakdown, broski. What is this? Muscle protein synthesis is directly stimulated by what? By amino acid and essential amino acids intake. Where do you get that from? Whole foods. What are whole foods? Animal products. And protein supplementation have been explored in the prevention of what? Sarcopenia, like Jason Blaha. He's suffering from sarcopenia, dude. Man, I could go on with a lot of stuff. I'm not going to bring up everything in here, okay? It will get boring. I just want to watch the video. That's it.
Off with day one, which is push A. This is a more chest dominant push session and it starts with the incline dumbbell press, my favourite chest exercise. For this we're going to do one heavy top set of 5 to 9 reps and then we lighten the weight and do a back off set for 10 to 15 reps. Remember, with all of the exercises today, make sure to incorporate progressive overloads. We then move on to...
You need to, with all the exercises today, incorporate progressive overload. What's the reason you want to progressively overload? So you can get an adaptation. You can try to get an adaptation. That's the point of progressive overload. But nobody even understands what's a progressive overload. What does that mean? So you can further that myonuclear domain because it's going to hit a ceiling limit.
Machine press of some kind, 3 sets of 10 to 15 reps, and each set should be looking like this. You want to be pushing yourself. No matter what exercise in the program today, every set
you don't need to push yourself if you're getting bigger and stronger. If you're actually building real muscles and not sarcoplasmic muscles, look, this guy eats an artificial diet, okay? He eats crap, he eats garbage food. So his muscles are sarcoplasmic, look. I'll explain what this is in a second. First, I'll show you this. A lot of people get this. They're trained already coming into the gym. A lot of their diet is a fake diet, the shit diet. They eat shit food. They eat carbohydrate, drug-induced diets. So a lot of the trained men that come in there, it's largely attributed to what? Sarcoplasmic hypertrophy. And if you don't know what sarcoplasmic hypertrophy, it isn't myofibular hypertrophy, bro. It's artificial muscle growth. It's based on glycogen concentrations, like it says there at the bottom. So, yeah, you may not understand that, but I can bring it up for you. What is sarcoplasmic hypertrophy? It contains adenosine tryptophosphate, glycogen, creatine phosphate, and water. During the workout, more fluid moves into the muscles to provide energy. Sarcoplasmic hypertrophy refers to the increase in volume of this fluid. It can make muscles appear larger, but it does not increase strength. It does not increase strength. Want to know why? Because muscle increase strength, but you aren't building any muscles. You're gonna say, but I'm getting better at lifting these weights. I told you before in my last videos, bro. Get it? I told you. You're getting better at lifting those weights. You're getting myocytic androgen receptors control that strength. How does it control the strength? Maximum force production. It's chemical strength, bro. That's what it is. It's binding. Your androgens are binding with the myocytic androgen receptor, giving you more force production. But not the mass. But it doesn't control the mass of the limb muscles. What controls the mass of the limb muscles? That's a good question. Well, you need nuclei, definitely, because they synthesize protein to further that myonuclear domain. Get it? But because it's reached the ceiling limit, the satellite cell can't donate any more extra nuclei to that domain to support further muscle growth. But this is for maximum force production. They know this because if you take it away, you get weak. You get weak if these receptors start going away. That force production is going to go away. That practiced force production. Now, what happens if you gain more muscle? If you gain more muscle, then it's kind of like what you would call permanent strength. It's more natural strength, more permanent. It's not based on practice strength. This is based on chemical strength. That's why people don't understand bodybuilding. It's very complex bodybuilding. It can fool you. You can get fooled easily. You can get fooled thinking that you built muscle and you got stronger, but you have to keep practicing. Why? Because you never built any muscle. That's why you got to be a lifting slave. You slaved yourself to lifting, to practice lifting that weight because you built chemical strength. You didn't build any real muscles. Building muscle, it'll stay. You'll be strong all the time. You don't have to practice anymore. But he built phony muscles called sarcoplasmic muscles. And he built some phony androgen receptor strength, chemical strength.
You want to go to failure or if not close to. We then follow that up with cable flies, 3 sets again for 10 to 15 reps. And on the final...
Yeah, look how skinny he is here. And all of a sudden he got big and puffy, eh? I've told you he got big and puffy because sarcoplasmic. If you grew too fast, it's sarcoplasmic.
Set, finish with a drop set. So go to failure, instantly drop the weight, and go to failure again. Your chest at this point will be in bits, but to fully just completely finish it off, do 1 set to complete failure of pressing.
Why do you have to go to failure? Why do you have to do the deep set and failure? If weightlifting opens a window for protein synthesis, a larger window, there's also a window for protein breakdown like it says in science, but there's an open window now. Well, that's the time you want to take advantage of it. You just want to lift to take advantage of the window so you can build muscle, right? How do you build muscle when protein synthesis exceeds that breakdown? Ain't no lifting weight going to build no muscle. He's not fooling me. He eats a high carbohydrate, drug-induced diet.
Oops. With your chest now in agony, we want to hit a bit of shoulders. Lateral raises, 4 sets to failure. I recommend cable lateral raises like I'm doing here, but dumbbells are completely fine. Finally, to finish off the push day, we need to hit the triceps. Overhead tricep extensions, 3 sets of 8 to 15 reps, and then tricep push downs, 2 sets.
Man, you don't have to do it over your head or down or anything. Just do 2, 3, 4 sets is enough to open a window, okay?
Sets of 8 to 15 reps. And that is push A.
Especially if you're adapted.
A great workout. Day 2, we have pull A. This focuses more on back thickness, and it starts with the barbell row. This again is a heavier top set of 5 to 9 reps.
I like this. This focuses on back thickness. No, it doesn't. It focuses on opening a window for protein synthesis. Jesus.
And then a lighter back offset for 10 to 15 reps. After that, we move on to the classic lat pull down, 3 sets, 10 to 15 reps, followed by single arm cable rows, then cable pullovers, and to finish off the back, some rear delt flies. Your back will be really pumped after this, but the pull day is not over as we need to hit biceps and forearms. Now, these will have already been worked throughout the other exercises today, but we want to isolate and just fully tear them. Cable curls.
I love this guy. He's like, ooh, look at me. He's not building any muscles, man.
Sets for 8 to 15 reps, and then dumbbell ham.
If you're thinking that these weights are building muscles, they are. They're building sarcoplasmic muscles. You're getting pumped. They're getting pumped with glycogen in there, a drug called glycogen sugar.
Curls, 2 sets of 8 to 15 reps, and that is pull A complete. Day 3, we have legs A. This is a more quad dominant leg day, and it starts with the best, yet in my personal humble opinion, the toughest exercise in existence, the barbell back squat. Will perform a heavier...
Barbell back squat's great. It releases more chemical strength. Here's the thing with barbell back squats. If you can go heavy with barbell back squats, it's a known fact. Science will tell you, you release a lot more hormones, and growth hormone is released. Yeah, it's a great, what we would call a hormone releaser for what? For mass, for gaining mass. How is that? Because if they're elevated, then you're going to get more protein synthesis in there. providing you're eating a lot more protein. But if you're not, then nothing's going to happen for you.
Top set of 5 to 9 reps like usual, and then a lighter back off set for 10 to 15 reps. After this, we move on to leg press, followed by walking lunges, 2 sets of 10 to 15 reps each leg. And at this point, your legs will be fucked. But to finish it off and to fully maximize muscle hypertrophy, we're going to be doing quad extensions, and then we'll throw.
Which muscle hypertrophy, JoeFazer? There's 3 types. There's hyperplasia. There's hyperplasia. And then there's hypertrophy, and then there's sarcoplasmic. Which one? Which one?
Hamstring work in there with hamstring curls. Oh, and we can't forget calves. Fully to finish off the leg day, calf raises. And that is legs A complete. You should be struggling to walk up the stairs for the next couple of days after this. That's when you know you've done it right. Day 4, rest day. Please do not neglect these. This workout program is very high volume. Make sure you nail your nutrition, nail your sleep, and
He's eating slave food. Nail your nutrition. Eating slave food doesn't build muscle.
don't miss the rest day. Okay, now we're on to day 5, which is push B. This is a more shoulder dominant push day, and we start with weighted dips. Now, a lot of people don't like dips, but it is a really, really good exercise. I myself noticed
Okay, so what is so good about dips? What makes dips so good?
massive growth when doing it. As usual, a top set of 5 to...
He saw massive growth doing it? Man, dips do not grow muscles, bro. They could damage muscles, but then they'll rapidly adapt due to the repeated bout effect phenomena. There won't be any more damage there. It'll happen once maybe or something. Unless you keep moving up some heavier weight, at some point it'll just adapt. There won't be anything else going on there anymore. Look, man, to build that mass, to see that mass visually on that myofibrillar, protein synthesis needs to exceed that breakdown. That's what stimulates protein synthesis. Amino acids.
9 reps, and then lighten the weight and do a back off set of 10 to 15 reps. Next, we move on to dumbbell shoulder press, another top and back off set, so a heavier 5 to 9 reps, and then a lighter 10 to 15 reps. And then to fully finish the shoulders off, cable lateral raises, 3 sets, 10 to 15 reps. Next, we want to hit.
He's just raising his hormones, and they're just binding with the receptor, the androgen receptor, giving more force production. That's all he's really doing in the gym. I don't know how that can possibly, on his low caloric garbage diet, is he building muscles? Does he have any proof? Can he prove to you those are real muscles that he's growing? Are they sarcoplasmic?
Some chest, so we...
No, he can't. And what if he stopped? Well, he can. If he was to tell you, hey, I ate an all carnivore diet, a protein diet, to see if I would build muscles doing that. And I know most people can't down that much protein, because ghrelin and leptin work really well when you eat your natural diet, but they don't work good on a carbohydrate drug-induced diet, because drugs, you're able to eat those drugs. You can eat as many drugs as you want. And leptin, there's no control, man. Get it? There's no control, because there's no nutrients in carbohydrate drug addict diets called carbohydrates. Okay, dude? You can eat them forever, high heaven. I've seen people eat 5, 6, 7 boxes of ice cream in one sitting. There's just no end to it because it's garbage.
Form a machine chest press of some kind. We follow that up with cable flies. On the final set, just like push A, we perform a drop set. And then to finish the push day off, triceps, we do tricep push downs. And
everybody's doing this online, showing these exercises. Exercises, they don't build muscles, bro. Explain to us how you built your muscle. What did you build it with? What did you eat to build your muscles, bro? Tell us.
Then overhead tricep extensions, and there we have push B complete.
Please explain to us, how long have you been eating food after your workouts? What type of food are you eating? What type of hypertrophy are you getting? Is it myofibrillar hypertrophy, or is it sarcoplasmic? Which one is it, JoeFazer? Which one?
Day 6, pull B. This is targeting more back width, getting that nice V-taper look. And it starts with weighted pull-ups, a top set of 5 to 9 reps, and a back off set of 10.
That doesn't do anything, man. That just tears your scapula apart. Doesn't do anything. Maybe a little bit of stretching there. That's about it.
15 reps. If you can't do weighted pull-ups, I recommend trying resistance bands or using one of the assisted pull-up machines. We then move on to T-bar row, then the classic lat pull down, and then to fully...
Okay.
and the lats off, cable pullovers. And finally, to bring the back section to an end, we just perform the rear delt flies again like last time. The pump after all of this is just nuts. But just like pull A, we don't want to neglect the biceps and forearms, so rope curls and easy bar curls to finish it off. And there is pull.
Did he weigh himself? How much does he weigh? I know he's quite tall, he's like 6'4". But how much did he weigh before he started doing this? And now how much does he weigh now exactly? I'd just like to know the body weight at least.
B complete. Day 7, the final workout of the split, legs B. This is a more hamstring focused leg day, starting with stiff leg deadlifts. A top heavier set of 5 to 9 and a lighter back off set of 10 to 15. We follow that with the hack squat, which this exercise causes some strange faces to say the least. After we do some hamstring curls, then we throw some quad isolation work in there with some quad extensions, and finish off the leg day some hip thrusts. Oh shit, I forgot about
2 times 10, 15, okay.
calf raises as well, because we do not want skinny calves. Day 8 is another rest, and then day 9 you start the cycle again with push A. That is the workout, boys. If you have any questions, please comment below. I'll try and reply to as many as I can.
Workouts don't build muscles, bro. Food does. None of these people online have any money. They're not going to build any real muscles. They can't afford to eat meat. And everybody's going to tell you, well, meat is expensive, so I can't afford it. Well, then if you can't afford it, then you can't afford to build any muscles.
You end up using the program, please send me your transformations. I'd be really intrigued to see. Yeah, thanks a lot. Okay.
Yes, send your transformation on your artificial diet, creating artificial sarcoplasmic muscles using JoeFazer's program.
Sorry, just before I go, I've got a pretty cool deal.
Yes, Joe.
With My Protein. I've been working with these guys for several years. For the next 24 hours only, if you buy something on the website and use my code Joe at checkout, not only...
Really? Not only what? Will I get rich doing that? Will I build a muscle doing that at the same time?
Will you save money, but they'll also give you a free bag of...
Joe, you know I'm actually building muscles right now as you speak. I'm eating protein. I'm constantly eating protein. Eating a lot of protein. Want to know why? Because I'm in a positive nitrogen balance. I'm anabolic eating protein. High amino acid count also increases HGH, which helps with protein synthesis because it's all in the meat. That's all in there. So the high amounts that you eat, the more chances you have of building muscles, constantly building them. Yeah, there's a window for protein synthesis. Remember, protein is being broken down and built up even throughout the day. But you can increase that protein synthesis by doing what? Being in a positive nitrogen balance, which makes you anabolic. And then you convert the catabolic hormone to an androgen so it doesn't have to compete with the myocytic androgen receptor. Get it? Making you anabolic, bro. Get it? Yeah. It'll make your lifts get stronger and you'll get bigger and stronger. Yeah.
Creatine just by using my code. Click the first link below.
Yes. Should I eat those fake powders? Will they build muscles, Joe? What is that the kind of muscles you built? You look really small in a shirt. It's unusual. With your shirt off, you looked pretty good, but that's probably because you're an ectomorph. You have very low body fat. I've noticed the difference, yes. You look really small, but your chest area there had these little tear marks. I think that was a little bit growth too much there. I don't know, something's going on.
It'll take you to the website. Use my code. It'll help me out. It'll get you some free stuff. Thanks, guys.
It'll help you out, but it's not going to help any of us poor. It's not going to help any of the poor lifting slaves out there, the gym slaves, bro. They're all going to be failures doing any of your programs. It's unfortunate. They look like you in that small, extra small t-shirt. They're going to look like you. I'll see you in the next one, friends. Tell me what you think about that. Like, subscribe, support the channel. I'll see you in the next one, JoeFazer. Man, this is just another thing of failure, bro. I'll see you in the next one.